Hey everyone, sorry for the massive delay in videos. I've been really busy down at the shop class lately, and the fadal that I used to build these parts on was being tied up because of that. Well, as of yesterday, that finally got our job done, so I got to get back on it. So today what I worked on is what is the y-axis slide. The total length is about 13 inches, and I believe it's about, I think like 5 inches wide, and I think about probably about inch and a quarter thick piece of steel. Started out, squared it up in the machine, then I sent a face cutter across, which all things considered made a pretty good finish on it, all things considered. It's no precision ground surface, but nothing a little lapping or scraping can't deal with. The dovetails also were machined into it. It's amazing how much of a difference using a CNC can make on the finish. See if I can't get in there on that. I'll try and get a photo of that, but the finish was remarkable considering I'm using just a straight flute high-speed steel cutter, which is anything but the best at doing those sorts of things because it likes to hammer a lot. But using the right numbers and the set screw holder is got to be the secret. If you use anything like a collet, there is actually a chance as it's cutting the slots to suck down and mar this surface, and that's a huge nightmare to deal with. Had a part or two that almost got scrapped because of that. What I plan to do on the mating piece for this, which would actually be the saddle compound assembly, if you want to call it that, is I'm going to, on the insides, on the reverse of these, I am going to carve a slit going down, stopping maybe about an inch from the ends. And in the center, I'm going to drill a through hole and put a little fitting so I can pipe oil or pump grease into there as it's working to form a nice bearing surface for it to run on. I'll debate grinding the top of this, but we'll see. The base is just the same finish, and the slot in the center is nothing spectacular. It was just roughed out using, I believe, about a smidge under a 5/8 cutter. Made a nice big opening, I believe about 3/4 of an inch wide. So I have a nice big area for any anti-backlash nuts or things like that, which I can always make it larger because there's more material, but I'm not exactly planning on running ball screws in the thing. They're just too big and too expensive at this point to justify the cost, and nothing that anti-backlash nuts and anti-backlash features in software like Mach 3 can't fix. I'm not expecting the machine to wrap it above 20 inches a minute, and cutting maybe most 25. So we'll see. It's kind of funny that the rapid rate might be slower than the cut speed, but that's merely just to keep everything nice and happy. So hopefully on Monday or Tuesday, I will actually be able to work some more on the lower part, which is what will be mounting to the Z axis potentially. Still slightly debating if it's going to be a fixed X, Y, and a moving Z, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a moving X, Y, and Z assembly, and a fixed spindle position just makes my life easier. And sometime soon I should be getting a bench grinder motor, which is pretty beefy. So that'll be kind of fun to make some pulleys for, things like that. And hopefully it won't be so powerful it tears the machine apart. It will be mounted on a separate base though, so as if anything does bind, hopefully it won't be an issue. And because it's pulley driven, there won't be any steps on the pulley, so hopefully if it binds it'll just spin the pulley and maybe break it. So that's that for now.